Is enough?
A little larger, please. That's good, Khenpo.
All Mother Saint Beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and damnation, may they experience happiness, be separate from suffering decisively. Always to reach them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Thus, until I achieve enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. We take refuge in the Khandaru Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of the Mandalas Vayadams. We take refuge in the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in the noble Dakas, Dakinis, and the Dhamma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and the likewise example of Bodhisattvas. As true as Buddha's ambassador enlightenment and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path are true for the benefit of all sentient beings giving birth to bodhicitta, and apply myself to complete the stage of the path. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of Jnana and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all Mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering, the causes of suffering. May they never be separate from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. I bow down respectfully with my body, speech, and faithful mind to all Tathagatas in the 10 directions. Those who have already reached the Tathagata state, those who are reaching it at present, those Tathagata state to come. Through the power of Samdup prayers, may all Buddhas manifest vividly in my mind. I posted to them, multiply in my body as many times as there are atoms of the earth. In each atom I visualize as many Buddhas as there are atoms surrounded by countless Bodhisattvas. Thus all space is filled with Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. I praise all Buddhas through manifesting, chanting, expressing the great ocean of the excellent qualities. To all Buddhas I make offerings of arrows, pure flowers, flower garlands of music, anointing oils, manifesting like indifferent incense. I make offering to the fine garments to perform and the popero, pour the highest moon, meadow, and orange the most beautiful way. I visualize the highest and the most extensive offerings and the offering them with great faith. To all Buddhas, I posted Buddhas and make offering to the following the deeds of great Bodhisattva Samadabhara. I confess to you, Buddhas, whatever negative actions I have committed due to the power of anger, desire, and ignorance. I rejoice in the merit of all the Buddhas in the 10 directions, those of great Bodhisattvas and the Pakika Buddhas, those who have attained Arahant, those who have entered the path of Arahant or other beings. I request to all great protectors and Buddhas to turn the highest level of Dharma as like dispelling the darkness of beings in the 10 directions, leading them gradually to enlightened states. I supplicate Buddhas intending to pass into Parinirvana, living long for as many eons as there are atoms of the earth in order to benefit all beings. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of enlightenment, all sentient beings, all these are dedicated. The ground is sprinkled with the scented water, strewn with the flowers. It is adorned with the Meru, the spring mountain, the four continents, sun, and the moon. As Buddha fed for it, may all sentient beings attain happiness as the Buddha fed. To the Lama who possesses the three kayas, I offer water in all the sacred offerings, with my body, weight, and all that is visible. Please grant me the supreme realization and enlightenment. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of enlightenment, all sentient beings, all these are dedicated. Om Guru Rina Mendala Panjamanga Samanda Savarena Samaya Ahom. Equal refuge, onome of the world, your fame provides the 3,000 words. You are Victor Varjadara Vidova Dot, above Hido Father and Jiti Sungum. Continue laughing with no one but you. Compassion one grant your blessings. Despair darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize the unlimited nature of the mind. Jam danger, domain, jam danger. Trạc bê tôn song yong la cha. Zum me jarwa dor jen chang. Pan je ten gong bê shab lan de. De ta de sam je chu le mi. Sinh je lo je tu je jin. Nhân ge minh ba sar ne chang. Sem tri dara te to par sinh ji lo. Please chant the over dharma on the two vehicles and the combination according to this position the likewise. The mental capacity of sentient beings. His wisdom is brilliant like the sun, free of clouds of two words, and perceive the various steps of knowledge in the true nature. For the reason he holds the wisdom text at his heart, he has a compassion for all beings who are suffering from darkness of ignorance and the prison of samsara as a father for only son. Like a thunderclap, he awakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and losing the charm of karma. Through the 60th branch of Haramane's speech, he wears the wisdom silver to cut settling of suffering to dispel darkness of confusion. In the Bodhisattva form, he is pure from beginningless time, fully accomplished in the 10 levels and perfect in the body of all knowledge. I supplicate your majesty, endowed by 112 Son Buddha, to dispel darkness of my ignorance. Om Arapazanade, 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 Om Angeshoramo, 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 Om Angeshoramo. You who are perfect, youthful body, whose flame of wisdom blesses and dispel darkness of all ignorance, are posted before you in the praise to majesty. Yone gelen jangwabo, yeshe rome rab de bar, jeden de mo menzarwa, yangbar yangla sanzardu. Dange duje jaje reizan rong yin je mado de je bong jong ba ser je lembo davar je bege jaje jabe javla ge san za do je chang jin de lo na ro da mar ba ma la ye je gan bo ba ba mo ru ba jar wan de gong be ka ju la ma nam la ju so wan de Minh chư chư yên chư Bồ Đăng Ni Tư Song Sang chư Kinh chư Ngô Vô Rang Sim chư Cơ Ngô Song Tông Tê Bế Sa Vê La Mê Cha La Su Wan Tê. Okay, good morning everyone. And evening, Tashidalek. So, we're going to continue the essence of Mahayana teaching. This teaching we did a month ago, 1 month ago. So now, kept going, continue. The English is the page, bottom of the page 13. So, the essence of Mahayana is called Lamrim text. Lamrim text is all the way to starting, preliminary beginning to until all the way to highest level Mahamudra. So all the Buddha's teaching is included, subsumed to in this essence of Mahayana. In Tibet, the text, the Dharma teaching, there has many the Lamrim text, many Lamrim text teachings. So the most Lamrim text is Hinayana and Mahayana together. So example, Geonomic Liberation is first Lamrim text. That included Hinayana and Mahayana both. There didn't talk about Vajrayana part. So then after that, many teachers follow Geonomic Liberation. There has many Lamrim texts, but they all is Hinayana, Mahayana sections. And in this one, different than others is all the Hinayana, Mahayana, Vajrayana, three yana is included in this Lamrim text. So then also, this root text is very short, not long. So that's why, we can easy to understand. So if long as you really read, focusing the study this book, not that hard. I think it's easy. So then this teaching followed by many different these sections. We can say chapters. So this different chapter has the different, like they bring the different the subject. So that's our first. We have to know what is going on in this text, because we already live like 1 month, so you already forget, I think. So first, this teaching, of course, like talk about the beginning, virtue of beginning, virtue of the means teaching, the virtue of the conclusion. So that bring the three. All this teaching is subsumed to three categories. Beginning section is the title of the teaching. Why is wrote this teaching? So why is important? Something. This is all beginning. The main part is the most important. So this part 2 has the main body of the teaching. So then this main part of the teaching has first is called cutting through misconception through knowing the 4 dharmas. So that's the first. And we share that as the 4 dharma is the finding the Lama, or to what we kind of find the teacher and our quality. So all this talk about that is 4 dharmas, first 4 dharmas. Then second, also displaying the force of being on unfit vessel through 4 attitudes. So that's the called 4 thoughts meditation. Then third one is accomplishing the nectar, essence of the teachings through 4 tenets. So that's the main teaching. This main teaching has 4 tenets. 4 tenets is so Vinayana, Mahayana, Vajrayana, and then the go to the Mahamudra. So this main body of this teaching, the most important key is for the essence of the so this so accomplishing the nectar essence of the teaching through 4 tenets. So that's the main section. Then also the last, third, fourth is examining the essence of the teaching through meditating on the 5-fold path. So the last section also 5-part Mahamudra, another 5-part Mahamudra one by one. So the sharing. So that's why this section has a kind of 2 sections of Mahamudra. One is so this 4 tenet has Hinayana, Mahayana, Vajrayana, and then go to Mahamudra. Then come back again 5-part Mahamudra. So the 4th section. So this is all these teachings included here. So then what happened is so far we finish this first cutting through misconception, through knowing the 4 Dharma. It's like knowing the 4 Dharma is rely on the teacher and how to find the teacher, how to place the teacher. So that's all is 4 Dharma first. The second Dharma is, second unfit vessel through 4 attitude is 4 thoughts meditation. So I think you know that. Meditation, precious human body, impermanent, cause and effect, defect of samsara, 4 of them. So we finish this. So now today is the 3rd section. 3rd section also, we are in the first Hinayana section. So the Hinayana section is Pakhi Moksha Vavos. So Pakhi Moksha Vavo then is in this teaching. We already talked about this Pakhi Moksha Vavo, how to receive this, Pakhi Moksha Vavo. Then also when we have Pakhi Moksha Vavo, so then what we have to abandon. How do we maintaining that Pakhi Moksha Vavo? So this all we talked, include also take refuge too. So now today is so benefit of holding the vows. If someone who hold the Pakhi Moksha vow, then what benefit the person? So that's what we're going to share today. Okay, and here is a continue in the root text regarding the benefit of upholding precepts. Jiktin Sumgung rods means Jiktin Sumgung he mentioned in this one, in the root text. It's called Hlable Manda Yontin Kenchitin. So that's English is if you keep the refuge precepts without a transgression, you become a vessel for all pure qualities. So long as refuge to all the way to it's called 7 Pakhi Moksha or 8 Pakhi Mokshas. Wow! So that's the last week or last month already we talked. So what is Pakhi Moksha Vavos? We take refuge. That's also Pakhi Moksha Vavo, first one. Then second is Pakhyar Man, Pakhyar Nan called. These 2 is already 3. Then fully ordained man, fully ordained nun already 5. So then plus also lay persons vavo, lay practitioner vavo, and male and female. So already 7. And then plus also nun has another intermediate step. Vavo means like before go to go to the fully ordained nun, and between Pakhyar nun and fully ordained nun between another vavo. So you can stay there, and if you think it's too hard for fully ordained nun, so you can hold that vavo, and that's also testing if you go to more deeper level vavos. So anyway, Buddha will give this vavos together is called 7 Pakhi Moksha vavos. So these all 7 Pakhi Moksha vavo who hold, then there has this 4 or for qualities means like then they have quality to reach to enlightenment. Actually, quality. You have a basic ground foundations. So if you're going to build the house, we need first foundation. So it's already qualified foundation to build the many floors. So that's why this Pakimokcha is important. But all is bring into the essence is Pakimokcha is no harming for other beings. So that's the essence. The Buddha he shared 3 sentences. Dipachaya Mazashi means no create, no abandon harming for other beings. So that's all the Pakimokcha was subsumed into that category. So that's called actually all Buddha's teaching the peace. Peace is subsumed to this Pakimokcha Vavo. Pakimokcha Vavo is very careful our body, speech, mind. No harming for others. So use mindful. And so long as we no harming for others, and then make peace ourselves and for peace for others. So that's the essence of Pakimokcha Vavo. Same time, Pakimokcha Vavo, we wanted to liberate, free from samsara. So that's why also when I perform the empowerment, so we talk about the lower chakra. Solution is all this Pakimokcha or Hinayana practice is a solution. The samsara suffering is source is a negative karma, and we're harming for other beings. So that's we stop. Then we don't want the suffering. We want to free from suffering. So long as we have that intention or renunciation, wanted to free from samsara, we have Pakimokcha. Even you don't receive all these vowels, and this vowel is actually guide for the monastics. The lay practitioner, of course, if we learn this teaching, we have to know. But sometimes you think, I have to receive these vowels. As long as you have a refuge vowel, so then you have actually Pakimokcha already. They're part of Pakimokcha. So use that foundation, then we can, go into love, compassion, bodhicitta is Mahayana level. So this Pakimokcha Vavo is a basic ground floor. So that's the, lay practitioner, you can have refuge Vavo. And then if you want to receive also, there has a lay practitioner vowels. There you can do that step by step there too, but the main point is just mindfully take care of our body, speech, mind. No harming for other being. Wanted to liberation, free from suffering. Wanted to liberate. That's the Pakimokcha Vavo. So now here is this one is Jigten Sunggung. So main point what he says. This one is a very important section in Gonjek text. So Jigten Sunggung has many teachings. These two means Gonjek and the essence of Mahayana. These two is the most important one. So that's the reason also I did a commentary both and the translation to English. And so we have this essence of Mahayana translation to Spanish language already. These two is important, especially this essence of Mahayana is someone, really want to follow the guide, knowing the Buddha's teaching is very, very beautiful. All teachings are already mentioned, subsumed to in this, essence of Mahayana. So in this right now, what I'm going to share is also is part of the Gonjek has this. So that's why when I wrote a commentary to Gonjek, and I have all these same words. And when I created this essence of Mahayana, I use these words for this. It's same. Okay. So the inherently virtuous way of abiding, which the Buddha simply identify and contextualize into a framework of precepts to be upholds, applies universal to all sentient beings. So this is the why I put here, and some people think, also not only some people like this, many in the Tibetan masters also to the thing. This vow was only for the monastics, not for the lay people. So that's why Jigten Sungpo said, no, this vow was for all sentient beings. So reason is he going to share here. This vow was such as a true, so this is Bhakti Moksha vow has those vows such as the 253. The Buddha, shared 253 vows and so forth, are not intended for only a select few of us. So Jigten Sungpo Gonjek takes, he says, this is not only for monastics. They apply to all of us, means all sentient beings, to all sentient beings. All sentient beings are the same in wanting happiness, and all are the same in not wanting to suffering. So we all want happiness, no one wants suffering, all sentient beings. So what Buddha sharing, all these different vows, so is stop the causes of suffering. So then who want happiness, who don't want suffering, we all have to stop the causes of suffering, not only monastics. So this is the really big, huge idea. And many, I told you, Tibetan masters think that during the Jigten Sungpo also that, wrote the text, is all this Bhakti Moksha vow is for only monks and nuns, not for lay persons. But Jigten Sungpo said this is not only for monks and nuns. The Buddha shared teachings for all sentient beings, not only some groups only. His teachings belong to all sentient beings. The reason is every single being has a Buddha nature. Every single who has Buddha nature, all their beings want free from suffering. All their beings want happiness. So that's why who wanting happiness, that person has Buddha nature. And other this, we have many objects. I can see many objects, chairs, tables, many objects here. Okay, these things, no Buddha nature. Reason is these chairs, tables, or these other objects, they don't have that idea, want happiness, free from suffering. Okay, we have a Buddha nature. That's the reason we want happiness, we want free from suffering. And then Jigten Sungpo said, who has a Buddha nature, and these teachings belong to every these single beings. The reason is, all these Bhakti Moksha vows subsumed to bring into is no harming for other beings. Through our body, speech, mind. So that's the essence of these vows. And then why is so many create this? Because this all is create is reason is many cause conditions go to the create negative karma. So create negative karma, attachment, anger. So that's all the source and condition stopped. That's the source condition. When stop this, then have so many solutions. So we have a body, speech, mind. Then body going to create a negative karma, and then due to there has like many cause conditions. So they have so many cause conditions have to stop first. So that's why body has many vowels. Speech also create a negative karma because have lots of cause conditions have to stop. So that's why speech negative karma stop many cause conditions. That's why many branches. The mind also more crazy. So we have many thoughts and so desires and wrong views, wrong thoughts, bad intentions. So have to stop that. That's why many branches for that cause condition using. That's why we have many these vowels. But it's the essence is you just think I'm not going to harm anyone, and much ever I can practice through use my body, speech, mind, benefit others. So that's already hold these Pakimoksha vowels. All sentient beings are the same in wanting happiness, and all are the same in not wanting to suffering. The precept teach us to stop all say no virtuous actions. For this bring about the suffering. See, this no virtues bring the suffering. Explicitly, subtly or indirectly. So some take us to no virtuous directly. Some condition take us indirectly. Some no virtuous we evolve or going to create is here says explicitly or subtly. So different ways go into the non-virtuous deeds. So that's why we have to stop that. That's the reason have many branches. They teach us to continue to practice virtue. So they also then we stop non-virtuous. We use like cultivate virtuous deeds. So create causes of happiness. Virtuous deeds is causes of happiness. For this brings about happiness openly, also openly, directly, subtly or indirectly. So it's something create causes of happiness directly, or some practices indirectly create causes of happiness. So many different ways go to like become support underneathly, causes of happiness. So that's all we have to practice. We should look inside ourselves and try to apply these creature points to our own practice in accordance with our respective levels of realization. So it's very important. Reason is so this what is we should do, what we shouldn't do. It's all we have to not looking to external outer level. Look to our mind. So look inside our mind. Then we make decisions and see ourselves and try to apply this creature points to our own practice. In accordance with our respective level of realization means followed by our level capacity. So no, today our sharing teaching here is you are mostly is of course like householders called lay practitioner. So your capacity is you don't need to cut your hairs like same as monks and nuns does. Think about like here Jikin Sungu said, look inner our mind, not just look outer. Okay, these monks cut the hairs, I have to cut the hair. Or these monks have these dharma robes, I want to wear dharma robes. You don't need to think that. That's no your capacity or you don't have to go there. Yeah, your job is what here Jitin Songkun says. Look to your mind. Create virtuous deeds, and much ever you can use your own capacity level. So maybe you don't have a capacity to go to solitary retreat. Okay, you don't have to do that. If you have that capacity, of course, then you can do that. Capacity means like, capable, many cause condition we need. If no cause condition, if you does, then that means like we don't have a capacity or the condition we don't have. If you does something, then you get hurt yourself. Okay, not get benefit yourself. So that's why the most important, lay practitioner, householders, keep devotion, always mindful, and much ever you can receive teaching and engaging, use. Then not really necessary thing about I have to do this monastic task. So that's not capable, it's become also not right for you. So that's why Jigten Songkho said, have to follow by our own ability. Don't do something you don't suit for you. Okay. Many people, also does they're not suit for things. Then they cannot really sustaining or maintaining that practice. So if you see the monks, nuns, okay, I want to follow them, I want to become monks. So many people has these ideas. It goes monk and the nuns maybe stay like 1 month, 2 months, or the year, 2 years, 3 years. Then after go back to again lay person. There are so many like that. So we need a stable mind. You don't need to think that without your mind and the 9 ropes, you can still practice. And you can still engage. You have to follow by your capacity. And otherwise, get hurt yourself. And then, some young people also, they don't finish education and then go to monastic and then not finish monastic level and then go back again. Then no samsara, no dharma both, lose both. So many people happening that too. That's why dharma practice, you can use your ability, capacity, and you can, always this time, like due to this also many technology condition, you have a capacity to receive teaching and we can engaging with practice together. So many conditions we have, all good things. So you don't need to feel bad, I can't do, someone can do, I cannot do. You can do everything, everything you can do within your mind. If you don't take care of our minds, wherever you do, whatever you go, wherever you go, then no make sense anything again. It's one day you're really tired. If we take care of our own crazy mind, even we stay very simple tiny rooms and always stay in the one bed or one chair, still you're peaceful, joyful. You create yourself is happiness. Then you feel that this Dharma teaching is truly benefit. Otherwise, you chasing all these branch, external things, monkey chasing all the tree branches. So exactly same, they don't stay one branch all the time, jump to another, then jump to another. So one day you don't get anything. So that's the reason this Jigten Songkho in this suggestion teaching is very important. He is, when he shared the teaching in Tibet, nowadays, many scholars understanding, that think, that Jigten Songkho is very open mind, and he didn't stuck with only some, traditional monastery idea. That time he already think all this world, samsaric beings, this time, this Dharma go to whole world. Then the Jigten Songkho teaching is very suitable because his saying is, words or is like this, what sharing is okay, makes sense. Why, Buddha sharing these teachings makes sense. Otherwise, okay, this all is monastery job, not my job. Then that's also incorrect. Okay, then sometimes we think, I have to do this, everybody. That's also incorrect. Jigten Songkho have so many choice and dependent levels, and this everything sharing is teaching is for all the sentient beings. So no, practice accordingly with our respective level of realization. A beginner should not behave like eccentric yogi. Okay, so beginner people don't do action is the same as yogis. So that means lay practitioners always stay lay practitioner place. Don't act as monastic people does. Become incorrect. Yeah. So lay practitioner, you can be lay practitioner, householder. You have practice dharma. You can do dharma practice. Even without big temples, you can do practice at your home too. So you can do that, and the do tour is this our capacity follow, and our beginner level cannot, chasing or acting, good yogi practitioners. Then that is called, become. We get a wrong view, wrong perception. Also, spiritual materialism or something. Spiritual is become object is not liberation object. It's become use of something. Attachment object. That's why beginner should not behave like an eccentric yogi. A yogi should not engage in the conduct of realized siddhas. So yogi means also not beginner. Yogi also means like many levels. Yogi and yogini means like you have good dharma quality. You don't stuck too much in the samsara, the activities, and you can handle attachment. You can handle. And you can control your mind. You have ability to use this many samsara condition taking into the practice of dharma. So that's called yogi and yogini. Okay, and then that person cannot behave also same as siddhas. Siddhas is same as telopa, naropa, or marpa, lotsa, malare, but they are called siddhas. A yogi should not engage in the conduct of realization mahasiddha. A realized mahasiddha should not engage in the conduct of an omniscient Buddha. So, the mahasiddha has more higher level than yogis. Mahasiddha means, like I already mentioned, this all the lineage gurus are mahasiddhas. But they cannot act the same as Buddha. They all should follow the Buddha's teaching again. They say, this is my own religion. They cannot do that. Okay, then that means like also, you say, you are not under the Buddha Shakyamuni. So then you have your own religion. Then you have to show what is your religion. So this all siddhas is, where is it come from? Source is Buddha's teaching. They follow the Buddha's teaching and the path, become realized, enlightened, rich, enlightened, but still say, I am part of Buddha Shakyamuni citizen, not some other, citizens. I mean, also, part of belong to another, my own religion. So, the who has this, teaching Buddha Dharma is Buddha Shakyamuni. So we take refuge means like all this Buddhists is take refuge to Buddha Shakyamuni. Take refuge to Buddha, of course, then you can apply many gurus, yadams, like say it's the same as Buddha Shakyamuni. But you avoid Buddha Shakyamuni, you have another guru, yadams, or they are belong to Buddha Shakyamuni citizen. So that's why we cannot go beyond the Buddha Shakyamuni under his umbrella, I think, could be correct words to say. So that's why siddhas also, even Pema Sambhava, he never say is my teaching is not Buddha's teaching, Shakyamuni teaching, my own teaching. No, he never said that. Okay, Pema Sambhava, all the teaching is Buddha Shakyamuni teaching. He always say essence of Buddha Shakyamuni's teaching. So that's why here says, realize Mahasiddha should not engage in the conduct of omniscient Buddha. In other words, we should incorporate this into our practice. So we have to cooperate all this practice, together. Okay, so this is a very important section. Okay, we should incorporate into our practice the proscriptions against certain action or means to be applied to the individual in accordance with his capacity and the level of understanding. See, we have to follow by our own capacity and the levels. Okay, so that's why this is very good. We cannot criticize others. Okay, if you don't eat meat, it's really good, wonderful. But someone eat meat, don't criticize. So individual has different capacity. We don't know. So why we here says, don't follow the external object means example. So okay, eat meat is like we think is negative, but someone eat meat can be positive, it can be offering, so can be very powerful. Use that practice compassion, liberation practice. We don't know. So that's all according to personal capacity. That's why object is, we cannot say it's good and bad. Object is always, that's why Buddha said emptiness means not truly, inherently, permanently exist. So, example, meat is never always like negative. Meat is negative, positive, whatever is dependent person capacity level. Even killing also, not always negative, is also dependent person's ability. So we don't know. And we are, long as we have fear for death, then one of the Pema Sambhava's guru, his name is Shirasingha. He told Pema Sambhava, long as you have fear for death, don't kill any other beings. So long as you don't have fear for death, then maybe that person killing is also liberating others. You don't know. So Telopa killing fish when Naropa meat is liberating. And that can be liberated and alive back to again too. For that level, killing is not exist because all this, everything is delusion, not exist truly for them. So for us, everything is truth, everything is exist. So we have fear for death. And that's why we have to care for killing. And then one day maybe you have very strong compassion. Okay? Due to your compassion, so you exchange your happiness to give for someone. Someone really suffering. If they not die, there is extremely suffering. You cannot leave that, and you, through your compassion, care someone. Then that's another level practice. The power of compassion. So you comparing your negativity and the power of virtuous. Virtuous could be 95, negative could be 5%. That's this all the cause and the effect. It's very subtle level. The subtle level energy. So we don't know. I cannot see. Our conceptual mind cannot make decisions. That's why omniscient wisdom Buddha only knows this subtle level cause and effect, what going on there. And we don't know. That's the reason. Never criticize what the other teachers are doing and something doing different something. We just kept our own practice look to our mind, take care of our own mind, and you cannot accept other someone, but no need to talk and just release itself. That is best. Okay, so then this time, Drake generation time. So also social media, and so news we know, so like cut the videos and images and many information, not sharing whole thing, cut pieces sharing. People criticize, share many bad things for spiritual teacher. Also many who has good ability to do something that break down that person. So that we know, and we so these all things we don't know. That's why we if you don't we see, okay, it's not good, not nice, but we don't know whole thing. Don't criticize, don't do, have to share and support for this who doing these things. That really decreasing our spiritual quality. Decreasing spiritual quality. If you have very strong devotion on your guru, then after someone criticize laws, you hear that one day you can decreasing your the devotions, and then one day the guru not going to benefit you. So that's the like create a karmic imprint negativity in the mind. Even you don't accept first. If you hearing that something again and again, and then it goes in your mind, so slowly habituate. It's become you lose your qualities. So that's why I have an example. Some teacher very devotion, strong connections, but some people like always criticize, and then due to that become after even I don't accept, but slowly my connection is less and less. So that's happening. That's actually decreasing our own qualities. So that's why this always obstacle. So that's the reason. Here is very good. Jigten Sunggun, this suggestion. Are maintained to apply to depending on our state of mind, and instead misapprehends the structure of precepts as an inflexible moral system existing impenetrably outside of ourselves, when we were not to be able to free ourselves from confusion regarding the true functionality of the vows and the precepts. It will be like trying to separate the strands of the Tsaparanza root. So this, the point is what Jigten Sunggun says. If you chasing all the time external, someone say, one teacher come, say, don't eat meat. Who eat meat? They are not Buddhists. One teacher come, you can eat meat. Doesn't matter, long as you like it. Then someone say, no, not good. Someone say, okay. So now you already confused. What is right, what is wrong? And one teacher say, you can drink anything, whatever you want to drink, alcohol, everything is okay. Then some teachers drink, they drink, so others also they let to drink is okay. But some say, if you cannot drink even one, spoon of alcohol, so then you already become confusions. So see, that's the reason what Jigten Sunggun say, so many you chasing external, these things, get confusions. Then nothing is right, nothing is wrong there. You cannot make decisions at their level. Or is make decision with your mind, with your own capacity, and you don't know. So If someone drink and can be alcoholic, can be lose mindful, and can be become lose life, can be lose spiritual, everything. Okay, someone drink alcohol can be used for support meditation, become so realizes alcohol is for nectar too. So it's don't know. So someone medicine is someone's poison, is somebody's medicine. So that's why external level, Jigten Songgo say, don't make decisions. We cannot make decisions external level. Okay, so now we have to look to our own level capacity. If really hurt your spiritual quality, don't do. If something support your spiritual quality, then it's okay. If you know bad for your worldly activity, spiritual, both no harm to you, then you can do. If harm to your spiritual quality and or no worldly activity, everything, you're going to lose, decrease, and then shouldn't do anything. So that's the we have to know. Otherwise, become here says it will be like trying to separate the strands of the paranza root is one of the grass. So if they goes like all the together, you cannot make separate. You don't know how to make separate all these grass branches. Become already like tight and like already bind each other. You cannot make it open to separate. So that's same exactly. Then if you chasing too much external, and then you say, oh, this teacher told me this teacher told me this, you only chasing that, then one day you have these problems. So many people ask me questions like, this teacher told me this teacher told me this. I say, no, this is not my going to answer. So I don't give answer for someone. Teacher says this, say something, but then I cannot take care of that. So teachers also sharing teaching is something is like your own situation. You have to your own, use your job, or you have to take care of your own thing. That is only for you. They're sharing to you only yourself, but you cannot go to others like this teacher told me this. You should do like this, everybody. Yeah. So you can say like love, compassion, we have to generate. That's no problem. Virtuous deeds. But then something you cannot do, can't do something, many things. So, this teacher told me, you should do me this, like every single day, wake up 5 o'clock. That's also no required, okay? This teacher told me, every single day meditate 2 hours. That's also not required. So we cannot say everybody should do like that, no. Okay, this teacher told me no eat meat, so you cannot apply to others, that's true. So they tell you, you have to keep your own practice, these things, okay? Then no complicate. This time many sanghas, the Dharma Center sanghas create complicate each other. Reason is because they think, this teacher told me this, I'm doing this, doing this. Then they talk about these things each other, then they don't happy each other become. So that's why this section, this suggestion is very important. So in the different level of practice, the different levels of practitioners like skill, physical healing, the sick with medicine, and like a noble king who established laws for the subjects to follow. The Buddha skillfully and authentically taught all aspects of the spiritual path, presenting them in every varying ways to accord with the akumi and predilections of the disciple to be tamed. I hope I read it correctly. So this, you go to hospital, the doctor give you one medicine, then you take that medicine, you don't say all the patients have to eat this medicine because this doctor gave me. The doctor give you, so you should eat, but you don't forcing to other, for the disease, or we say like patients to eat, because they need a different medicine. Could be your medicine is maybe not right for them. So that's the reason in the public teaching, teachers should carefully say everybody what it should do. Individually, someone come to caution, then the teacher also have to know that person's capacity level, and ability, what the problem. Then the guide is very important. Teacher also have to know that, guide that person. Then that person, what you receive also is only your own guide, not for everybody's, So that's our many problems. Sometimes the teacher saying something also, they don't really know the person's ability, capacity, background, the all this what should need, not the condition. That's many things I don't know. Then they say you should go to retreat. We cannot forcing everybody to go to retreat, because people need a job, So some people have to take care of parents, some people have to take care of children, wife, husband, so many things going on. You cannot push everyone in the retreat, right? So like that, a teacher should know, so like all the, what they can do, and then you give a solution, suggestion, and so otherwise, then the teacher create many sufferings, causes of suffering, family and people's life. So that's also happening many times. And then students also who receive instructions, they don't keep their own suggestion. So your medicine is sharing to everyone. Then no right. So do you understand what I'm saying, right? So that's why see Jigten Sunggo, he said, should keep your own medicine. What teacher give you, you should keep that. Your own, medicine, not sharing for others. Maybe your medicine not right for someone. So that's why this, the teachings is applied for individual, and we have to follow. So, we create a causes problem with the teacher and the student both. So, then that's why, some people ask always like, this teacher told me this teacher told me that, what do you think? I cannot give answers for that. Okay? I take care what I say, my words. I cannot take care someone saying things. Could be right, could be don't know, I don't know that. So that they don't have such things negative 100%. They don't have such things always like positive. It's everything is changing. Maybe some suggestions very positive when you have suffering, but when you have happiness, maybe that not make sense for you. So that's why here Buddha says this all we have to think carefully and authentically talk all aspects of the spiritual path. So that's why we have so many yanas. Why Buddha have to share? Presenting them in the varying way to accord with the acumen and predilections of disciple to be tamed. Then have to tame the mind. So to benefit holding the precept are manifold. So then long as hold the precept is I told you, generally perceive is, our perceive is, we say, no harming for others. That's all I can say everyone. We all have to hold that, no harming for others. So I cannot say, don't eat meat. I cannot say, don't, drink alcohol or anything. These things like do to individual take care. Yeah, no harming for others. No harming yourself. This is important. So that's the vow. The benefit of holding the precept are manifold. Ethical discipline is the source of all positive qualities. As long as you know harming others, no harming for yourself, then you can create good things. If you don't take care of yourself, then how can help your others, parents? How are you going to take care of your loved ones? Not possible. If you don't take care of yourself first. So we have to take care of ourselves first, is no harming for others. That's the essence. Positive qualities and foundation of all Dharma practice. So long as we no harming for others, we take care of ourselves, then we have ability to do something. So that's why foundation is no harming for others, no harming for ourselves. So that's the foundation. That is called the Vinayana teaching, belong to the Tipitaka. Okay, all three baskets of Buddha scripture teach the training in the ethics, or rather the moral framework for identify right from wrong and abstaining from wrongdoing while embracing virtuous actions. So that's very beautiful here. So Buddha talk about all these three baskets teachings. So three vows, like three vows is this Pakimokkha vow, Bodhisattva vow, Vajrayana vow, three vows. So the three vow, first one is the Pakimokkha vow, and also three baskets. First is like the first one is Vinayana teaching. So the Vinayana teaching topic, most important subject is Pakimokkha vow. So then Pakimokkha vow is fundamental, foundation. So if you're going to help someone, first we have to foundation is no harming for others. So if we don't stop harming for others, then we don't have ability to help others. So that's why it's a foundation. So long as this Pakimokkha vow we have, then of the Buddha teaching can be subsumed into two categories: the words of teachings, the signifies embodied in the three baskets, and the reference of those words, the meaning embodies in the three training or three vows. See, the first of the three baskets is the Pakimokkha Vinayana or ethics. The training, that is the meaning, or rather the subject of the Vinayana teaching is ethic discipline, which form the basis of the spiritual path, the basis of higher rebirth, the cause for the quality of knowledge and realization. See, long as we have a Pakimokkha vow, no harming for other being, no harming ourselves, then we have fundamental, we can practice it. Long as we not create suffering ourselves, like no harming for others, we can practice. So long as you no harming for others, you can help others. Then that practice go to higher realms. So that's why this is a fundamental. Vow means cause for the quality of knowledge and the realization of the three vehicles. It is the training of ethic discipline that in fact makes possible the attainment of the ultimate result of the path. The three kayas for it constitute their basis. So we take refuge to Buddha, then we not take refuge to spirits and other local beings or who don't have enlightened. Okay, then we take refuge to Sangha, no harming for, take refuge to Dharma, no harming for other beings. And take refuge to Sangha, no follow by, negative friends or company. So long as we stop that, then we have a Pakimokkha Vavo. So that's then all this quality can come. So otherwise, then cannot be, cannot generate love compassion without, ethical discipline. So ethical discipline is no harming for others. If we don't stop that, it's not possible to generate love compassion. If we don't take care of ourselves, then we cannot take care of others. We know that. If we take care of ourselves, we can take care of others, we can benefit others, then, many things can do, good things. So that's the order is this Pakimokkha Vavo is the main body of the teaching, the, three training is first one finish. No second one. What time is no? Okay, still we have time, right? No, it's repeating the broken vowels. So if long as one day with something wrong vowels, they always have a solution for repairing vowels. What happens if our ethical discipline become solid by force? The root takes answers. Nyamna serchi ton top deshisa. If you impure your vowels, restore them. Know how long the vowel remain with you and the time they are obtained. So if we lose vowel, then we have to restore again. So here is like also some, Vinayana, some other teachers Adiya sharing, and then Jiktin Sungu Adiya. So other source assert that once a person has broken a Pakimokkha vowel, it is like breaking a clay pot that once broken can never be restored to its original state. So cannot make again, it's already dead. So some say that Pakimokkha we broken, we cannot restore it again. And as long as some teachers said don't receive Pakimokkha vowels. As long as you receive, then you hold. If you don't hold broken, you go to lower realm, suffering. So that is unless a person first offer back his or her monastic vows. So this is some teachers' idea, okay? So not Jiktin Sungu idea. So that says is unless a person first offer back his or her monastic vow, in that case, it is still said in many places that one cannot retake monastic precepts. So if we lose one precept, example, the precept has many, especially the 4 precepts very important ones. Sexual misconduct, stealing, and liar, and then killing. So this 4 is a root. 4 root. Say if you can lose one, then there's some teachers say is you lose one, then say go to another, say teacher and are lost, and then you offer back to another 3. Say please, can you take me 3? Other 3. Take back for teacher, and that teacher can perform again 4 of them again. So that's the idea. So also some says some teacher says. Then some says you lose one, then you cannot take again. So that's all has different ideas in Vinayana here, the different teachers. Also some says that it is better never retake the vows in the first place, never take again. rather than to take them and later break them. However, in our tradition, so Jigten Sunggun's idea is he don't accept this or radical things or very harsh way. He thinks this is incorrect. So in this story we have in Tibet, like everywhere in the monastery, many these Khenpos, you ask vows, they say you take vow, you cannot break. If you break, you go to hell or lower realms. Better don't take. If you take, you cannot break. So they say, tell you like exactly, say, if you take vow and break is the same as break a clay pot. We cannot fix you again. And that's why they say don't take again. Some say, okay, you take, but you lose, and you have to offer others, and then you retake again, 4 of them again. So that's kind of, there's many ideas. Then some say don't take again, like never take again, better, because if you cannot do. So Jigten Sunggu says here, also, however, in our tradition, making a mistake and impairing the 4 vows is looked upon as more like in carrying a debt, so that repayment will render one in good standing again. So Jigten Sunggu says, if you take the vow, is much better than not taking. If you take vow, even you lose. Jigten Sunggu says you lose 1, but you still hold 3. You lose 2, still you hold 2. Okay, so that's why same is like you debt. You have to pay loans for someone, but still you own your house. Still you own your car, something. Okay, you debt, still you are rich, both. And so that's the Jigten Sunggu idea. That's actually, it's logically makes sense. However, in our, okay, so this is so debt. So that repayment where reading one is good standing again. The vows of broken can absolutely purify. So still you can purify the negative karma if they are confessed properly. Seru Tamba said means like one of Buddha Sutra says, even if you have committed unbearable negative karma for thousands of eons, if you confess purely just once, it can all be purified. You can purify negative karma. So that's why it's even broken vows, but still you can repairing again. You use that and confessing. So that's Jigten Sunggu him says, the long as you want to take refuge vow and any vows, teachers should accept, give to them. Reason is a person already wanting, vow. So that is called renunciation. Want to part of, Buddha, so Buddha Dharma Sangha, and renunciation samsara. That's why I want to take refuge. So Jigten Sunggu said that's the first step, already good. So should accept. Then second, the person can hold vow maybe 1 month, 2 months. It's also good. Okay. Then if the person lost but have regret, so all these 3 of things is good. Jigten Sunggu says good 3 things. First, you have renunciation, good intention. Second, you hold the vow maybe 1 day, 2 day, 1 week, 1 year. Okay. So muchever you can hold. That's also virtuous deeds. And then 1 day you lost, same is like ordinary people, you have regret. You recognize I did wrong. So then the person do these confessions. So that's all 3 things virtuous. Someone never take any vows. They never have these 3 good things. So that's why Jigten Sunggu idea is should give vows who want. But then lose is, don't say you cannot, you lose, you go to hell realms. So that's the different, the teacher's ideas. Then when we lost the Vinayana Vavo, is here says, although it is said in the lesser vehicle path that the vowels are lost upon returning them in the vowel offering ceremony. So someone say, I don't want a vowel. No, please take back vowel. So go to teacher, and then, they have a ceremony. You can take back vowel. So that's then you become lay person again. And then someone has having wrong view means like no believe in, cause and effect, no believe Buddha Dharma. Then your vowel is become naturally gone. Then death also gone. Death means like this Pakimokkayana vowel is we taking is like until I'm die. So in the view of the great Digongpa means Jigten Sungu said no, when die no lose vowel. Jigten Sungu said great Digongpa himself means Jigten Sungu, death does not mark the termination of the one's vowels, as long as one took them with the extraordinary motivation of the great vehicle, Mahayana. So when you receive this Pakimokkha vowel, you have a good intention, I want to take this vowel until enlightenment. Then your vowel is still death, no lost. Die is no lost vowel. So that's the Jigten Sungu idea. In such as a case, the Buddha said the formless consciousness holds the vowels through his or her previous merit or lack thereof. Also, Buddha mentioned, formless Ram has vowels. So formless Ram didn't have this body. When we die, it's gone the body. So the body is gone. We cannot say you lose vowel. If without the body we cannot have vowels, then formless Ram cannot have vowels because they don't have a body. So that's Buddha Shakyamuni has mentioned. Jigten Sungu also said Buddha except without body can have vowel. So it's beautiful too. So then what constitutes the point of actually receiving the vowels? Then when we receive the vowels, with belief in the law of cause and effect, one shares the suffering of samsara and longs to free oneself and all sentient beings. So then when we're going to receive vowel, it's like person who want to take vowel, that person believe the cause and the effect and wanted to free from samsara. And then long as you have that motivation, and then teacher, sharing the refuge ceremony or the vowels ceremony that asks you 3 times, the last section, then the teacher does like that, sing up or you receive. So then that moment you receive the vowels. Motivation 1, repeat the statement of a formal commitment from the Vinayana ritual, and it's said to have received the vowel after the third repetition, third section. So that's why empowerment ritual, and we have to do 3 times. So now we finish the Pakimokkha, it's a Hinayana section. Now we go to Mahayana section. So this 3 training, first we finish. So first 2 is finished. I think 4 training. First 2 is finished. First one is refuge. Second one is Pakimokkha vowel. So then third is here bodhicitta, bodhisattva vowels. Still we have a time, so I'm going to continue, okay? Bodhisattva vowels, the third element of the 4 things to practice is the Bodhisattva vowels. This is summarized in the line from the root text that reads. Root text says, Tori Nirang Do means zo sanje. So not desiring higher rebirth in samsara. On the state of Shavaka Pachika Buddha, instead one desire total awakening as a Buddha. So that's the Mahayana teaching. Mahayana teaching is, we not only just, take birth to higher realms. Higher realm also not our goal. Okay, not Pakshika Buddha and Shavaka. That's also not a higher goal. So what our goal is, instead one desire total awakening as a Buddhahood. So that's our desire. Mahayana means I want to enlightenment. Okay. So reason is we know that endeavoring to attain the temporary state of the peaceful nirvana for oneself alone is not sufficient. So it's only ourselves is reached to nirvana that is not, satisfying ourselves. Mahayana means oneself alone is not sufficient. So only get peaceful joy, that cannot be satisfy ourselves. So here the main point is, we have to think about our loved ones, mothers. If we have, you have family, like on your home. If you only yourself is joyful inside your room, your other family is cold and heat, that no makes happy for you, right? Same. And you only have good food, drinks, enjoy, but your other family, then hunger, thirsty, then not make you become, one service alone is not sufficient. So Mahayana means not only our own liberation is become is not sufficient. Then what we want is to become a Buddha. To do this, we keep the intention to abandon no virtuous action. But if we do not have the attitude of bodhicitta that comes from immeasurable compassion, then we will not be able to attain Buddhahood. Jigten Sumgong wrote. So, it's our, the intention, goal is wanted to enlighten. So then, enlightening is not only enough, stop no virtue us. We have to generate bodhicitta. Bodhicitta source is love, compassion. So that's the reason, we have to go to journey journey like, here is incorrect words, but we have to, cultivate love, compassion. So that's what Jigten Sumgong here says. For this, one needs the indivisible seed, bodhicitta. So without bodhicitta, cannot attain enlightenment. The main point. So now, so bodhicitta, like the seeds of awakening, it itself indispensable for attaining perfect Buddhahood. How do we awaken this bodhicitta mind? The root text reads, root text says, from cultivating a sense of all beings as being me. So all the beings like same as ourselves. So hold that, then that's called the called bodhicitta, like I want to liberate. So same as I want to liberate, also we want others liberate. That's called the bodhicitta. From cultivating a sense of all beings as being me, when we recognize that all beings have been our own kinds of mothers from time immemorial, we feel a sense of investment in their well-being, for they are part of us. The stage of bodhicitta cultivation are further explained in the text. So then how do we, bodhicitta is rising into our mind stream. How do we get that? So we have to think this. So the thing is like, we have to recognize that all beings have been our own kinds of mother. It's from time immemorial, many lifetimes. So then we feel a sense of investment in their well-being. So there other beings have to recognize part of us. Same is this present mother, other also like same is like part of other family. The stage of bodhicitta cultivation are further explained. So then we have to cultivate this. So this bodhicitta is mind training. Okay, mind training means, if you meditate, cultivate your mind, that's more powerful. Then you doing, some actions like, doing some action like, good things for others. It's good, but to cultivate mind training, here is a mind training. So meditating, like you will recognize others is the same as like, in this other beings also the same as this present mother. We think that again and again. Then within our mind, some very soft energy, peacefully, kind, loving something rising for other. So we have to create that, not go to outside to say, all these others is my loved ones, okay? So we go to like, release animals and all food giving to all others, doing something, charity, support, but that's also good. But first important is, cultivating our mind. Then love, compassion, something rising in our mind stream. Feeling rising our mind stream. Then do something is very powerful. If we don't have that rising from our mind stream, and doing something others, but still is, bias. And still also like repetition, name, and going on something, worldly things, they're, together. So that's why is the cultivating first, practice our mind is very important. So that's why sentient beings as meaning something to us, being a part of ourselves. From that comes on appreciation for the incalculable demonstration of kindness that they show us at the time each was our mother. So all this we have to do within mind, mind meditation, mind training. From that arise a desire to repair their kindness. Then when we look at the present state and we see they lack happiness, the longing for them to have happiness arise. This is known as love. Love has different levels or classification according to the level of bodhicitta development. For those who have just give rising to the bodhicitta intention, the love that is cultivated is known as the loving kindness that calls on sentient beings. For automatic bodhicitta, bodhisattva, who have entered the first bhumi or above, the love that is cultivated is known as the loving kindness. that calls on the true nature. For those who have already attained the level of patience that can handle the original truth of unborn nature corresponding to the attainment of Buddha, the level cultivate as known as to loving kindness that is beyond focal point. In the context, we are referring to the first stage of love cultivation, namely the love kindness that focus on sentient beings. Okay, so this is lots of information. So I think we explain a little bit tomorrow in this section, and we live here today. And in the U.S., the West country is very late. And thank you everyone your patience and also organizing Zong Debe and other who is Aminda or anyone. We do dedication here. And thank you translators, Shirab and Pauline and organizers. We have many organizers here. Thank you everyone. And summer organizing in the Vietnam. Thank you. So I do the dedication first. One minute. So. O Dorje Chang, Delopa, Naropa, Marpa, Malarepa, Dharma, Lord Gambopa, Pamotropa, Lord Digompa, please bestow upon us most auspicious bless our Kaju Lamas. By this virtue may I achieve emanation by defeating all enemies and confuse you. May all who traverse on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent, the precious mind, where this unborn may they rise, where this born may not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. I pray that Lama may have good health. I pray that Lama may have a long life. I pray that your Dharma activities separate far and wide. I pray that I may not be separate from you. As Manjushri Vero realized ultimate state and as did Samantha, but I will follow in the path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. By the bless of Buddha who attained the three kayas, by the bless of the true of unchanging Dharma as such, by the bless of indivisible Sangha order may merit I shall bear fruit. By the virtue collected in the three times, by my seven all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the inner rule of virtue, may and all sentient beings calculating and surpass perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teachings of Guru Digompa Ranachari, whose emanation, Lord of Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, meditation, until the end of the samsara. Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Trashidele, thank you everyone. Have a good evening.
Thank you,
Good night.
Khenpo.
Good
Thank
afternoon.
you, Khenpo.
Okay, tomorrow. Bye.
感恩上师，
哎，
感恩意识，
上师辛苦了，
感恩意识，感恩上师，
仁波切，
咱们亲
上师，
扎西德勒，
感恩上师，
扎西德勒，
Trashidele.
辛苦了，
西德勒，
感恩上师，
感恩上师，感恩义师，
感恩王爷师。
Thank you everyone.
Thank you Vietnam.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you later.
Till tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Hasta mañana.